Everyone is sleeping. 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 Everyone is sleeping.
It's Thursday. It's Mark Pyers.
I was walking down the road today,
And
for
it's Renaissance Man.
ease my mind and help
I'm
my
here
living.
to ease my mind and help my living. It's Renaissance Man. It's the daily variety show, Mark Pyers Renaissance Man. I'm here to connect with you, to amplify your current state, and I'm here with you on day 1,389 in a row, and we have a new segment called At The Brink. It's just a couple minutes where we talk about one topic, talk about one thing that we need to get a little more insight on. Today it's facing that person in the mirror. I don't think we do that enough. I don't think we look right in our own eyes. I think we just kind of blankly stare at the mirror and say, oh, there's that person, whatever, just putting makeup on, just doing my hair, just shaving. But we never really look within the soul, do we? Is it because we're afraid? Is it because we're busy? Is it because we're not really interested? Is it because we're looking at ourselves in reverse? Could be that. We're looking at a stranger every time we look in the mirror. That's kind of weird, right? Every time you look at yourself in the mirror, you're looking at a stranger. Because it's a flipped image of yourself. So you really don't have good perspective on how you look to the world. Now, I guess the question is, when I'm seeing myself on video like this, that's the correct way, right? I don't know. It's all weird to me, but I don't know if we actually look at ourselves enough when we do things wrong. And we talk about accountability, right? And I think that we could point fingers at many places in the world right now where people aren't accountable for their actions. They just continue to pass the buck, point fingers, and blame other people. But at the end of the day, you need to be able to step in front of that mirror and look within your soul and make some decisions. And sometimes they're not easy decisions. Sometimes they break your heart, your soul. But you still gotta figure out what's right for you. And maybe that's a way to separate yourself from all of the distraction and get back to normal. And I'm not saying literally stand in a mirror and look into your soul. But I am saying look at yourself in the freaking mirror a little more often. We're living in a world where everything is wrong. I joke, I put a short out about 2 months ago. I said, we should just make noises and let everybody determine what they want the words to be. And I was just joking, but I'm serious. Like, just be like, and let somebody just say what they think that means. Oh, he just said that he loves grapefruit more than anything else in the world. Fine. Because I think if I said that I didn't like grapefruit, I'd be offending you. And I don't want to offend you, 2022. Matt Zabrosk, can we get a woohoo for our little At The Brink segment? Throwing it to him. Zabrosk, I'm sorry that I jumped on you, but sometimes I got to do an intro during the monologue and jump a little bit on the toes of Matt Zabrosk. What's that? No, Zabrosk, it was a good one. You guys, was it good? Yeah, it was freaking good. No, Joanne, you couldn't have done better. You wheeze better than anyone else. That you do. You're a Weezer. Guys, we're doing it. 1,389 days in a row. We're just 11 days away from 1,400. And this is At The Brink. Again, it's short and sweet. So I hope you'll do me a favor and see if we could beat the algorithm. They just took 215 subs from me in about 30 minutes yesterday. And I want to see if we could do something that we haven't been able to do before, which is get people to watch the entire video. Share it, like it, comment. I had someone yesterday say, you got to get all of your followers and people who support you to bot you. I said, what the frig does that mean? They said, like, comment, share, watch everything through, go back, unsubscribe, then resubscribe every freaking day. And I was like, what? He's like, yeah, that's how they do it. He goes, every big YouTube person pays people to do that, real people to go in and like, comment, share, real people. And because they're beating the algorithm, they're pushing on the algorithm in some weird way. They're showing that they appreciate the content, that they're sharing, they're interacting with the content. And that, I guess, triggers something within YouTube. And they say, oh, well, maybe I should share this with more people. And I think when I was doing 2-hour shows, 4-hour shows every day, it's kind of hard for people to, they missed all the good stuff. I tried to drop it in 6 feature films, 196 songs, but there's a lot of stuff everybody missed. And we don't do that anymore. We come in, we get 10 minutes, we get into the moment, and then we get into the rest of our lives. And hopefully I'll see you tomorrow when we do it all over again. So what did we learn today? Reflection is important. But when you're doing something wrong, if you've done something wrong, taking accountability for your action is so important for your soul growth. You need to understand where you're wrong so you can remedy it, so you can grow. And I don't know if that's something everybody wants to hear. I don't know if everybody will do it. I don't know if it's psychologically the correct diagnosis. It's just how I feel about it. Look at what you're doing, and as soon as you realize it's not going the way it should, or that you're not affecting the reaction you wanted, then you need to adapt. That's going to probably be tomorrow's chat. Adapting to any scenario. You got to be a freaking chameleon. You got to continue to show up and understand what the game is around you. Everything's a freaking game, right? It's so weird. We're living in this weird game world where it's like we're going to destroy people if they don't agree with us because we're going to push some new agenda through. And it's like some game. And anybody who tries to fight it gets canceled. It's some weird game. But I think that's because people like me continue to look in the mirror and continue to challenge what we see. I hope you'll start doing that. Challenge things that you don't think feel right. There's something off about that. You know, usually when your intuition tells you something like there's something wrong with that, there's something wrong with that. Don't do what a lot of us do, which is look around at that and say, well, maybe I'm just being skeptical. Maybe I'm just being... No, your intuition's onto something. Maybe you got to dial in on that and figure out why. Why did you have that feeling? So don't be afraid next time you're standing in front of the mirror to brush your teeth or to comb your hair or whatever it is. Don't be afraid to look deep within your eyes and see what's there. The angel within, the demon, whatever it is, you need to face it. It's the only way that you can grow. There's a very good chance that something outside of your control, something that you haven't been able to pinpoint, is dragging you down. And maybe that's a way to start to see it a little clearer. Silence. Look in your soul. See what's there. Tell me. Leave me a comment. Let me know if you had any feelings. This is how it works. I just want you to know. You're not going to see any. You're not going to see some random person appear because you looked in. Oh no! But you're going to have a bunch of feelings flood through your body and through your mind, and I want you to catalog that. I want you to tell me the first thing that happens when you do that, Because there will be about 10 to 15 seconds where you're just like staring into your eyes and you'll just be like, this is kind of weird. This is kind of weird looking into my soul like this, you know? And then you look deeper within the iris. You start looking down, going down the rabbit hole of self in silence. And 15 seconds is an eternity when you're doing something like this. And all of a sudden, flooding your soul, just every thought that you're supposed to turn into an action, every fear that you haven't been able to look past, every joy you will attain. It's all right on the other side of you. So fam, friends, don't be afraid to look. Don't be afraid to challenge yourself. And most importantly, don't be afraid to say, yeah, that's not right. I've got something I need to fix. We're human. We don't like when we have issues that other people think are issues that we're just like, eh. When you recognize something that is an issue, own it. And figure out, is there a solution? Is there a way to fix this thing, whatever it is? It's vague, but I think it has to be because everybody has a story, but it all relates. So, fam, friends, until tomorrow when we do it all over again. Bradley Smith, Pamela Swan, Renee Woods, S. Coop, Stacy Michaels, we of Liberty and Freedom, Yardbird's my brother, and anybody out there that's doing the old lurkaroo. See you tomorrow when we do this again, day 1390 in a row. Until then, it's Mark Pyers at The Brink. And this is Renaissance Man. I'll see you tomorrow, fam and friends. Love you. You got to go away. You got to go away. Till tomorrow.